This recording contains adults using adult language. Consider this your fair warning and enjoy.
Or maybe it's a sledgehammer and it doesn't matter how much you pat it, it's still gonna hurt.
It was a sledgehammer made of wood.
Oh, yeah, okay. Fair
Big
point.
X looking at Carl like, hey.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What did I miss?
Big X asking him to detect magic again because he thinks that he missed out that there's magic there.
Fair enough.
He's giving off the vibe that he's just, like, very superior to you all and doesn't trust you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So, detect magic again.
Okay, so my current question would be: does anyone have, like, say, a 2 to 3 foot pole?
Okay.
Big X getting kind of mad because nobody's responding to him. He's like, detect magic.
I
Already has.
Do it again.
Why?
Because you missed something.
If you know something we don't, could you please just share it with the group?
He's just gonna stand there.
Alright.
Or maybe he was just bludgeoned to death by someone
Maybe
else,
why
and they wrote
don't
the
one
X.
of you just fucking do it?
Because I can't detect magic?
Nobody here can detect magic.
Wait a second. You said that there was an X drawn somewhere, right?
Yeah, a couple feet ahead of this body, which is why I'm asking for, like, a 2 to 3 foot pole or stick or anything if you got it.
Nope.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you that heal check we mentioned. We were talking
Good.
about.
I thought that had already happened.
No.
Actually, you know what? What's it? You could sense motive. Might not be a bad time for that, Adam.
Sense
Teach
motive
the
on
proper
you?
way to sense motive.
Is your guy gonna try to kill us or something? Like, the fuck?
The CAC has the intent of
I
wanting
got
to
it,
murder
guys.
everyone for not doing what he's telling them
Aim
to.
for the
Directed it.
wings. Aim for the wings. You know
I
what?
don't
Fuck it.
get
I'll
it.
send.
Yeah, like, are we sensing
Fuck it.
motive
I'll
on
sense
him? Or?
motive on him.
That's up to you guys.
Screw it, I'll sense motive as well.
Go ahead and give me, what's your sense motive skills? Because this is one of those rolls that I do in secret, remember?
Okay, so I have
So
a
I
plus
did a
4.
GM roll to you with it,
No, because then
because
you'll
then you
see it.
compare it to whatever.
No, because I do my roll.
Okay.
You can never see your rolls. So
Boo.
we have 2 people doing...
Lucia, which has a +3.
And Zoe has a plus 4.
I'd be doing one as well, and it's a 7 for me.
Nice.
Man, you really don't trust people.
I am an inquisitor, remember?
Like,
That's
don't
true.
trust people. Can I get that in writing?
Already, like, not even past the first hallway and already turning on each other.
I know. Already there's dissent within the group.
Hey, if I could get it in writing, I'd be a lot more cooperative.
Everyone turning on the Birdman.
What can I say? I'm a fan of contracts.
So, the last 2, so not Lucia.
Of course not. I'm terrible at things. If I can't
You-
shoot it, I don't even care.
You recognize that he's definitely doing something and looking at this, and he's got this furrowed brow. Like, no, you guys need to take a look at this. He's serious about this. He's honest and serious. You're
Okay,
missing something,
Then I will turn to.
and it doesn't look like he's sitting there like I'm waiting to fucking stab them. It's
He's waiting for us to get it ourselves.
you're not getting the hostile feeling. You're getting the
The fatherly disappointment.
the fatherly disappointment, but there's a tinge of for Stu, for
Coyness. Yeah.
Zoe, there's a bit of coy, yeah. Thank you, Rob. That's a good word.
Sure, but
That's
I will.
what you get.
Getting that sense from, I will turn to Carl and I'll say, like, try to detect magic again. Like, see if you did miss something.
Alright. So I
I'm
would
gonna
do
keep my pistol at the ready to double tap this thing if it moves.
Alright, I do another detect magic then.
Okay. The way Detect Magic works is I'm just going to explain this to you because we've kind of been glossing over it a bit. Is the way the spell works is that it's a cone in front of you. If you read it's a cone in front of you, and the first round that you cast it, you get the answer: is there spells here? Is there a spell effect here? Yes or no. That's it. Is there a spell effect within my cone? Yes or no. The second round you get how many are there. The third round, you get exactly where they are, the relative strength, if you can, and the type. So the school, abjuration, evocation, that kind of thing, right?
Not the exact spell, but
yeah, that's what
it
you need
draws
spellcraft
from.
for. So you do this detect magic, just like you did before, and lo and behold, the answer to your first round is yes. Detect magic.
I
Like
definitely
before.
prepare to double tap this thing if it moves.
Do you detect for a second round?
Yes.
Most certainly, there is definitely a second aura, and it seems to come in most of the aura, most of your cone. The answer is yes, all over the place.
All right.
So there's a bunch of it. It seems to be all one aura that's taking
Back
up
up
the
5 feet.
cone.
Back up 5 feet.
You wish to detect a third round?
Move away from it.
Yes.
Okay, so you detect and you recognize that it is a single cone. It is a single spell, takes up the entire area, and it is a divination.
Somebody's spying on us.
Are you telling us that?
Are you going to share this with the group?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Good answer.
Just heard it saying,
Good answer.
no magic.
Huh.
You totally could. It's up to you.
You could.
But the real question is, do I have to double tap
Assume,
this body?
unless said otherwise, that I share with you.
Do I
Okay.
have to double tap this body?
There's another standard.
Actually, could I do a detect undead on it? Or actually, that'll only tell us if it's.
When
You
Nah,
can actually do a
first level here.
spellcraft to figure
He doesn't
what it
have
is.
spellcraft.
I don't have spellcraft.
So
So I can tell you something. Zach.
the
I can't tell you
world,
what it
they
is.
never know.
Yep.
All right.
So,
Wonder if
Vic
he just
actually.
Well,
he groans,
I'm
and the
going-
first thing that happens is he gets shot after waking up.
so
After getting
just to be
bludgeoned.
clear here, Adam, like what would be considered the next square over the body does not have the X. It would be, say, the one after.
Yeah, pretty much. Just a little bit beyond.
So what happened? Did his friend get knocked the fuck out, and he decided, hey, well, might as well draw that X there and walk
Well,
Might
we
as well
we
die.
never did the heal check here, so we're gonna
Yeah,
do the heal
probably
check.
should check if he's alive or not.
I had already done that. I just want to
Yep.
confirm things
So-
before I do anything else.
It seems as though this trap wasn't what killed him.
Guys,
This-
this didn't kill him.
Half-Orc was already badly wounded. In fact, it seems as though he bled to death. The hammer only knocked him unconscious, which probably allowed him to bleed out while he was
Ah.
unconscious.
Somebody probably stabbed him, and this thing just made it where he wasn't, aware
Able
enough
to
of
help
himself
himself.
to bleed out.
Yeah.
Probably a group like you guys before they turned on each other and stabbed each other.
All right.
I
Well,
will double tap you.
Vikak is gonna shrug his shoulders and very, very knowing and like higher than thou wisdom kind of feel goes. Well, at least I got my question answered correctly this time. He'll kind of wait. He'll like move off like he's about to ready to continue down the hall, but he's just gonna wait for everybody.
How about you hold on a second here? Because that X is like the other X, and that tends to be bad things. Let me take a look. I'm
Maybe-
gonna get
Maybe
like
someone already
how to
marked
put
it.
this.
and then
I'm gonna go prone for this point. I feel like that's gonna be a safer option. And try to keep the majority of my body where it's not on, say, the same tile space as the X.
You find, just to give addition to your heal check / perception on this guy, you find that there are deep gashes in his torso. That's where he bled out from.
Oh yeah, dude got slashed to pieces.
And for even more fun, his face seems to be covered in lime green marker.
Someone's art project.
Well, now he's closer to the color of his skin.
Hang on. Is it like the same thing like the traps, or it was splashed on? Does it look like someone actually
Yes.
drew like a symbol or something?
It looks exactly like the other traps, like you said.
Like
Okay.
as if this trap was meant to do that to us.
Maybe.
All right, so I want to go and investigate the X carefully. I do have disable device if it ends up being anything. I take it you want a perception on it first?
Yes, please. You can go ahead and give me take 10 if you want, or even take
Yeah,
20,
I'll take
depending on
10.
what you want to
I'll
prefer.
take 10 to make it a 17.
Okay, you detect that there's white chalk.
Fuck.
Better safe than sorry.
One thing you do find is a masterwork adamantine dagger on the half-orc.
Nice.
Okay, so that's a unique thing that you find on him. Other than that,
Who wants it? I don't have to keep track of that for like a one-off, do I?
That's up to you.
I'll just throw it in my inventory, other possessions.
Sure, go for
Like
it.
in pretty much, I have a pack which includes a backpack. I'll throw it in the side pouch.
That'll make easier work. Because again, we don't know if this is going to continue on to
Masterwork
another one or
adamantine
not.
dagger.
So, what you also see
Pretty awesome
on him-
finding that at level 1.
That's a scary thought.
I
What you
know.
also see on him is masterwork studded leather, another 2 regular daggers, a sap, 2 manacles.
Was he like a guard for something then?
Bounty hunter.
I don't know.
Dog.
I'm going to. It's only so I'll take 20 to look over him, like his uniform, his clothing, the armor, and all that. Does he have like any like insignias that might let us know? Like, is he like a part of like a group of some kind?
Pathfinder Lodge, maybe?
Yeah. For those who got their knowledge local checks at the start of this game, you recognize this guy was most certainly a part of the Blood Red Bandits.
Ah, the Raider group.
Haha.
In fact, with having the adamantine dagger and that kind of thing, he might have been some sort of leader.
All right, I'm going to go with plan B here. I'm going to stand up at this point with my other hand, draw my longsword, and jab at the chalk and see what happens. See if it's a pressure plate.
It moves some of the chalk.
Not a pressure plate. Or it's not
Probably
enough
makes
pressure.
a pretty bad screeching sound too, because you're like grinding the blade against a
That's true.
tile.
Schling. Well, at this point, Zoe would be like, "Okay, I think we've gotten all the
Yeah,
information we
step
get
on.
here. Shall we carry on?"
I'm not in agreement.
Quick question. So, the orc's body is on the side of the hammer where we came from, or the side of the hammer where the X is?
The hammer comes
Like,
from
could I
the
tell
side.
which way it would swing?
It would have swung coming towards you. However, that's not necessarily how it hit him. Because it could hit you coming from the other way around. Right? It could hit you on the back of the head as you were stepping forward. However, can I get a survival check from our survival dude who's been tracking this whole time?
Yes.
Oh god,
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
wow, that was a shitty one.
it's as shitty as it can get.
You
All
lost
right.
them.
You seem to have lost the tracks.
God damn it, all
Bright
this
red
orc blood.
tracks.
I was gonna say, Ben, don't forget about the take 10s and take 20s that are still options.
Yep.
Since we're not in combat or anything.
Oh, can I do that with the survival then? Eh?
Yes, you can. You can take 10,
Oh,
you
so I
can't
can
take
take-
20. Now, to be
That's
fair,
just-
survival
so I
you
can
can
take
probably
20 and
take
get
20.
10 and get 16.
To be fair, with survival you could take 20 because looking.
Yeah. It's not like
so
die.
I know
Sure,
one more.
why not? Let's take 20
Depending.
yep, so great, awesome.
While
you
he's trying to figure out this trap, I take a look and see if I can follow the tracks then.
yeah, you keep trying, you try again. You, I lost him. No, I found him. I lost him. I found him. You know, kind of that thing. And you eventually are able to detect and figure it all out. And you find that there are 6 tracks heading north, so the direction you are going. And however, there seems to be one set of tracks returning, and it follows to the half orc. So 6 went in, 1 came out.
Huh.
Must have drenched
So
himself inside the blood orcs.
now
Yeah.
we know there's only 5 of them.
It also seems as though the half orc was running, like running.
Maybe the group
Uh.
turned on him.
Probably with a bit of a limp. He had a bit of a
Squabble?
limp, so probably wounded already, as I think you've already figured out.
Like
What was
slashed
the
in the
reason you
thigh.
didn't see that X on the ground?
Hmm.
Because he
Alright.
ran into the trap, so.
Moving onwards, I will check for traps. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay,
Sounds
so
good.
Taking
You're
10, so it'll
traveling-
be a 17.
you're traveling down this hallway that just arced, and for about a minute, you come up to one of those doors, those futuristic doors. And these doors, you know that you have to like kind of rush through, right? Because they go, you know what I mean? You have to kind of rush through whenever they get through.
Is there a panel on the side?
Yep. There's just a panel on the side, just like normal. Does seem illuminated.
Oh, I say we go through.
I hold my gun up in one hand, much like in my portrait, and use the other hand to push one of the buttons, hoping to open the door.
All right, this door opens, and you open up into a dark room. It's hard to see in. If you want, you guys can flush in. You guys are just gonna walk in.
Yeah.
Dark vision.
Still
You
with our
see anything?
torches.
Well, what you do see
Is a wyvern.
There's a wyvern.
Gelatinous cube.
It's a beholder.
Oh,
He's moving us.
Somebody's hamster.
So you
Looks like they did turn on each other. Mostly.
Or they got killed by a cockroach.
Or maybe that evil thing that's standing there.
so this door opens and it closes behind you. And give me a second because something decided it was going to disappear from this. I don't know why. It just went, yeah, fuck you. I don't give a shit.
Mine's the longest.
Well, no, my measuring's actually kind of important right now.
Yeah, there you go. Wait a second. And what
Yeah.
you see in front of you,
365.
see to the right of the map. Give you a brief description here. The dungeon's red hue is dramatically accented here with a fresh coating of blood. 3 corpses lie scattered around the room, all hacked apart with great force. The arterial spray from the last moments of their lives spatters the walls and ceilings and pools on the floor. A dim crimson glow spills from the wide archway to the north, casting a garish light upon the faces of the dead. An open chest sits against the eastern wall, with broken links of chains scattered on the floor around it, and there's a machine in the middle. And all you get is Objective 352 initiated. Kill all life forms. That's it. So, we all know what to do here, and I actually forget where the button is. Nick, where's the, there we go, turn order.
I was
Go
going to
ahead.
say, it's
Pants
going to be
button?
like right above the
Oh.
D20 looking thing or right below it.
So
It's going to look like a
give,
clock.
go ahead and give me a initiative roll, because this is your first combat of the night.
Okay, that didn't add.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, I got an awesome initiative there, and it didn't add it to the tracker despite my hot button.
Okay, give
This
me
is
a second
upsetting.
here.
I'm going to figure out why that
So
macro.
math on initiative is.
How do you add something to an initiative?
You can right click on my token and go add turn, and then just punch the number in there.
No. I'll add turn. There we go. Okay. So what did you get?
I got 19.
Got a 19.
15 plus 4.
So what's the math on the initiative though?
All right. Take a look at your character sheet. You know what I'm talking about? All right. You'll see at the top. You'll see init right next to your perception.
Yeah, plus
That
0.
says- There you go. So you roll a d20 and you add +0.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and give that a roll. Nope, you did it wrong again. You gotta put
S20. At least you know S20 is an automatic fail.
Yep. Here you go.
All right, 12. So let's.
No, he got a 16.
I
That
got a
was
16.
Russell Crowe
Yeah.
coming in here being a turd.
Sorry
Oh.
about that. I just need to shut this done. No.
All right, so 16 it is.
What the hell did this thing?
I did like the
There
idea
you
though. The group just turned on themselves barely through their adventure through the tunnel.
All right,
Mhm.
Lucia, it is your go.
Woo!
You can see the creature. I don't know if you guys are taking a look to the right
Yeah,
of
it
the
looks
map.
pretty menacingly. And it definitely
Jaunty
wants to
smile
kill all
it
life
has.
This
forms.
thing seems to animate kind of, the old classic clockwork. It's very junky and It's
Clunky?
moving, clunky. It's moving very squaredly. It's not a smooth robot. It's grr, grr, the classic robot dance type of thing.
All right. I need to get in range to hit this thing decently. Can you guys cover me?
Sure.
Maybe.
You'd be within range. Right there, and that should be still 20 away. One more over. There we go. Now to shoot at him with my pistol.
Okay.
Nice.
What the fuck? Fires her pistol at the enemy, connecting her shot to a max AC of 20. Well, to be fair, it's a touch AC because it's a pistol, right?
Yeah. It's supposed to say touch AC there, but it didn't save it.
Okay, max AC of 23. All right, so you do hit.
4 damage.
And you 4 damage. You feel like whatever damage you just did seemed to not fucking matter. The same bang. You definitely hit him, and it's like that should have done a lot more damage than it did. And in fact, it doesn't seem to have done anything. It just pink.
Oh shit, my bullet tried to do it through and through.
So you find that it didn't really seem to do much to him.
Hooray, damage reduction 5.
Damage reduction, something.
I'm assuming at least
Or
5.
hardness. Probably hardness.
Carl,
Maybe.
It's your go. Please, if you have any questions, let me know for combat because this is your first
I'm
combat.
gonna
So
hope that I do this right, but I would like to charge him. He was 35 feet if I read that right earlier when somebody was measuring.
We can double check. From
From
you
you,
to him, it's
He
50.
is 50.
So I don't think you'll be able to
yes, you
hit
can.
him
I think a charge is can do a double move.
up
be a
to
part of a
double.
move.
But if his movement is only
My
20.
movement's 40.
it's 40.
What?
Total 40 after the charge. After the charge.
So you wouldn't be able to hit
so
him
you
from
wouldn't be able
there.
to make him then.
Alright, so I'm going to move toward him with my shield in an offensive manner.
Okay, so you want a double move or single move? Because remember, you have up to that. You basically, what you can do is you can take a movement and a standard. Okay, a standard has a whole scenario of different abilities it can do. A movement can be movement equivalents, but you can take a double move instead because a movement is you can think of it like a better. You can sacrifice your standard for another movement if you want because a standard is more of an intense action than movement, so you can trade downwards if you want.
Think of it like you're pretty much saying, I'm going to book it this turn.
Or you can move up there
Yeah.
and do something else.
Book it in the other direction.
I'm gonna book it, and I'll show you where I'm gonna book it to.
According to
What does that have
charge,
to
he
move?
may move up to double his speed
Yeah,
toward
but
the designated opponent.
at most that would have been 40, and he wouldn't have reached him to attack.
Alright, that's where I'm gonna book it to.
All right, so
40
you
feet.
double move. All right, Stu, Zoe, it's your go.
Jesus Christ, the guy. Wow, what the fuck did he roll? I'm going to double move to there. That would be the end of my turn.
All right. The CAC, it's your go.
Ask for a little bit of cover.
One moment. See here.
Now that you know
30.
when he's going, I'll give you his number.
Dear God.
So Vikak flies to here, and he's up
Okay.
maybe 5-10 feet. Let's
Okay.
call it 10.
Okay, this ceiling is 20 feet tall. Okay.
He's hovering in the middle. Of the other room.
Okay. You want to go ahead and give me a DC?
He's not hovering, so he's flying by.
Okay.
So he flew to here essentially, right? So
But you
next
full
turn,
move to there.
oh, I just moved there.
That's a single move.
As a single move, yeah.
Okay, so that's your single move.
Then I'm going to attempt to trip this monster.
Okay, in order to stop yourself and be able to trip, because you
I have to do a fly check.
You have to do a flyby attack.
Oh, really? Didn't know that.
Yeah, because you can't attack on the move, right? You have to stop to try and do a trip. So that requires a hover. So why don't you go ahead and give me a hover check?
Sure.
If you just want to keep flying, that's up to you. Hover's
Sure.
DC 15, by the way.
So I can just take 10 on that, though, yeah?
Not by default, because you're in combat.
Oh, I thought fly speed. Ignored that. Okay. Sure. I will.
It gives you a +8 racial.
No. Well, you have your pluses, whatever your pluses are. You have average flying, so you have a +0. Whatever your racial gives you to fly. It's a fly check.
Well, either way, it's passed.
Yep. Oh, okay, 27. Yeah. Okay, go for it. Go ahead and give me a trip. Trip attempt.
Cool.
So a trip attempt.
Whip
you remember-
some low life trash.
Some life. Remember we were discussing, Ben, about CMB and CMD, how it does weird things like disarms and blinds and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I do remember.
Trip is one of those. All right. So essentially, what he's doing is he's taking his CMB, rolling a d20, adding his CMB, and he has to challenge the opponent's CMD. Make sense?
Got it.
If, of course, he equals or beats the guy's CMD, then
Action
he
happens.
succeeds. But alas, he is unable to. This thing doesn't. It seems to have a hard time moving, let alone you trying to move it. Okay. Anything else, Vikak?
I'm done.
Hello. Shit isn't even masterwork. So this thing kind of works like, and you can see it kind of
Good run.
trying to move, and it's working really hard at just even the torso and the arms. Can I get a perception check from everyone who's around?
Sure.
No. Second.
Waiting on one more.
For once,
No.
I can see things.
Nice. Everyone except for
User
Vikak
left your channel.
is able to see that the gears, like, right, remember this thing's kind of clockworking. You can see in between its legs, it's got the little rods and stuff. You can see in between its cracks and its joints, there seems to be something held in there, some sort of entanglement, some sort of gooey glue that seems to be holding him, like he got splashed with some sort of entanglement bag, like some sort of goo fairly recently, and he's trying to break and shatter out of this, but it's really hard, and he can't seem to quite get his legs to move properly. So he's clearly kind of stuck in place. But what happens is you can see the crossbow that's on his shoulder. The crossbow shoots out at Vikak, because that's the only one who's ever actually done anything to him lately.
Hey,
Exceeding
this
that fly
isn't-
check, doing so much to him.
This isn't the final number, Rob. You know, I don't give you the final numbers, and I add. Although now that you see the roll, you
Doesn't matter.
probably
You
figure it out yourself.
nice.
Yeah.
It's 15.
Oh, okay. Wow, then I definitely beat it.
I was gonna say the stuff that's probably inside of him is probably all the blood that he's been exposed
So Rob,
to.
this it's greeny
killed
goop.
by blood.
It's not blood. This arrow
Oh.
kind of rotates on his shoulder, right?
Yep.
Pivots and then poof, shoots an arrow off at you, and it seems to just reload. Like, right, there's machinery from inside of and it kind of reloads it.
Motherfucker's Iron Man. I want that shit.
Yeah, so that's what you get. So you take the 2 damage,
Fucking Predator robot here.
and he's
Yeah.
and something completely unexpected happens to you as well. You're the
I-
closest,
I
unfortunately.
also I paint some of the floor with my red paint. God damn. Oh, okay, I thought that was
Does
damage dice.
16 go against your? Does
Yeah.
16 break your DC?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm 15. AC. I'm gonna put it in the red square circles. You can just see it.
Okay, sure, that's fine. So you find that from the archway, the red glowing, there's this huge archway, right? And there's this barrier that goes across it. It's got some nice decorative art. Holy shit, some of that's not decorative art. This arrow, with a chain type of thing, like this arrow with like a chain comes out and it shoots at you, and it nails you.
Jesus Christ.
Of course it does. Of course it does, Adam.
Not so high and mighty now, bird person.
How do you know his native name?
Edward P. Bird Person.
Oh god.
The second.
Okay, there you go.
Yes.
All right, Rob, you take 1 physical damage from this arrow fucking hitting you. This dart, I guess you could call it.
Jesus fuck, what is this? A hentai being double teamed up here?
Okay? But it creates one thing I'll have you note is there's this dart that comes at you and it's got a chain on it. But as this dart hits you, you feel this jolt go through your body as you take an additional electricity damage.
Jesus
additional electricity
fucking
damage.
Christ. Alright. Sure, why not? Anything else, Adam? What happens next? Does the
Give me a
electricity
fortitude
turn into
save.
fire?
Can you give me a fortitude
Oh
save?
yeah, can I give you a fortitude save?
And then the ground opens up, a Cthulhu comes in there and starts attacking you.
Hey, Rob,
Yeah, like,
Like, hey,
Jesus
we're
Christ.
taking this guy.
don't you love
you don't
teaching
mind
mechanics
that,
to
right?
Cowboy Rob?
Alright, so a fortitude save, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a go fuck yourself save?
By the way, Rob, I'm totally adding the advanced template just for you.
Yeah, and,
Just
and,
for
the,
you.
and the advanced monster manual. This thing's gonna turn into goo, and then it's gonna be a swarm, a goo fucking swarm.
Hey,
Oh my
Advanced
God.
Bestiary is
Rob,
actually
this-
really fun.
This dart juts into you for a second, and it's kind of half in you, and it jolts you like those like stun guns, right? The police
And
stun guns
drags you
the,
down.
The fucking
with the needles.
taser.
Fucking taser.
And you feel like you just want to like convulse and fall on the
5,000 volts
ground.
straight to the goddamn nipples. Like, fuck, man.
Yeah, kind of. And you feel like you want to convulse and fall, but you're able to restrain yourself from that. So you stop yourself from being staggered from this electricity.
And falling
All
to
right,
your
can I
death.
do an aerial acrobatics check? I guess it would probably just be fly to flick my bird poo at him.
We'll consider that a free action on your turn.
Okay, sure.